Yo, people, we're back with another hardware review, and this time we're looking at a company called Vapemons. I think that's how you say it. Well, that's how I'm saying it. And we're looking at the X2 vape pen, and it comes with the X2 tank. Now, the tank has got mesh coils, and it's a 0.15 ohm coil, and also the mod itself is a 3000 mAh battery. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll have a little look around the packaging, show you all the contents that you get, then we'll have a look at the mod and the tank, show you how it all works, and then we'll do the pros and cons and the bits that we've missed. Right, straight away onto the packaging on the front. It tells you that it is Vapemons, and their slogan is sheer vaping pleasure. You've got a picture of your mod itself, and then as it comes down, it does say that it's firmware upgradable, but I've checked the website and I can't find anything about that out. And it also tells you that it is the X2. Then on this side, it shows you all the stuff like your 2 amp fast charging. It tells you about the automatic temperature protection. It's got the S-loop system, so there's no leakage, but we'll talk about that a little bit later on. On that side, it tells you all about your battery. On this side, it all shows you how to fill your tank, and that's roughly the packaging. Now, if you just look above my shoulder now, it'll show you all the contents you do actually get in the box. Right, let's have a look at the mod itself. Quite nice, fits in your hand nicely. It does come in, I've got the rainbow sort of coloured one. It does come in a black, silver, brown and purple. Like I said, I've got the rainbow one. Right, let's start off with the tank. It's an 810 drip tip. It is removable, so you can put your own in there if you wanted to. Very simple filling mechanism. It's got a little arrow on it. Push it to the side, and as you can see, it's got a kidney well, but it's a split off kidney well, and I love this idea. As you put it in, it's so simple to fill, and with it being split off, you're not getting the airlock. Now, a lot of the tanks that are coming out now are really small kidney wells, so if you're putting a big bottle in there, you're not being able to get it without it being like an airlock in it. You can't get your juice in, so I really do like that. It has got fixed airflow. You can't change it, and it is an airy vape. Also, it is direct to lung, so there's no interchangeable in it. You can't do it. You can take the tank off, the actual mod itself, and put another one on there, but the actual tank itself, it hasn't got an adjustable airflow. Right, let's talk about the coil itself. It is a mesh coil. It's a 0.15 ohm coil. It is also, they call it their baby mesh, but it's also, you can use the baby beast coils on there. I think the TF8s or TF4s. You can use their coils as well on it. It works roughly best the same from 40 to 90 watts. And I tell you what, there's some corking flavour and clouds out of this. Now, if you have a little look, if we take it apart, you can actually see where there's an actual chimney stack there, and once you put your coil in and you screw it back on, the actual chimney fits on top of the coil, and then as you'll see at the bottom, that's where your juice comes through the bottom and your airflow comes up. Really good idea, I quite like that. It is a 4mm tank, but the actual the bubble glass one is a 5mm tank. Obviously, when it comes over to the UK, it will be a 2mm tank, obviously to be TPD compliant. That's roughly the tank itself. Right, let's get on to the mod. It's not a bad looking thing, fits nicely on your hand. If you look, it is a spring-loaded 510 connection. At the bottom, you have got the kite mark and don't vape in a bin, and you've also got some venting for your battery. If you look on the back, you've got your charging port, which is a 2 amp charging. And then if you have a look at your button, it's got like dots on it, and it's all pressed out. I can't think of the word. It's like bobbly. That's the word I'm looking for. It's bobbly. 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off. Now, the way the battery indicator works is when you press it, if it glows up green, it means you've got a fully charged battery. And then as it decreases, it goes to blue. And then it finally goes to red, and you know you are ready to charge it. Like I said, it is a 3000 mAh battery. And just on the side, it does say Vapemons and their slogan as well. So that is roughly the tank and the mod itself. So let's go and do the pros, the cons, and the bits that we've missed. So the pros and cons and the bits that I've missed, I always miss something. It is a 100 watt continuous power to it, and it is a 3000 mAh battery like I've told you. Also, it is the TFV8 Baby Beast coils that it is compatible with as well. Right, let's do the pros and cons. We'll go to the cons first, and I've only really got one for this device, and that is the airflow. I don't like it where you can't adjust your airflow. Some people like a little bit of a tighter draw, and also they maybe want a bit more of a warmer vape. So really, that is the only con that I've got got to it, because it's not a bad device. It's got like this sort of like diamond etching on it as well at the bottom, and it's also on the tank, and I quite like the look of that. So let's start off with the tank. I'm loving the filling mechanism of this. Like I said, you just push it across. Let's find the arrow on it. I'm loving the filling mechanism of this, because a lot of tanks, like I said earlier, are coming out with that kidney well, and it's only a small one, you get your airlocks, and they've split this off. So you're not getting the airlock. I think it's absolutely fantastic idea. The tank itself is giving out corking clouds. Look at this. Because it's a mesh coil, a 1.5 ohm coil. Clouds for days, a 0.15 ohm coil. The flavour's not too shabby either. You're getting some really nice flavour from it. I like it that it's compatible with Baby Beast coils, so if you get a little bit stuck, you can always stick one of them in there as well. The fire button's nice and clicky, and like I said, it's got that sort of bobbly effect to it. So, you know, if you're just picking it up and you're trying to find your fire button, it's there, you can feel it. It feels really nice on your hand. Here's a 2 amp fast charge. It takes an hour and a half, and this thing is fully charged. 3000 mAh battery, you're going to get it for days. It lasts me a full day and maybe a little bit more as well. It is a bit bigger capacity tank than we should have because of the TPD compliant. So yeah, it will be a 2mm, I would imagine, when it comes over to the UK. It does say it's firmware upgradable, but I haven't been able to find anything about that. If I do, I will stick it down in the descriptions or the comments. So yeah, I quite like it. Fits nicely in your hand. Who's it going to be aimed at? Again, it's one of them people who have coming from mouth to lung and wanting to start maybe doing direct to lung. Or it's for the more advanced vapor, an all-day banger, something they want to take out with them. And it's brilliant. Take it to the pub. And like I said, clouds for days. The clouds off this tank is amazing. A bit noisy, as you could probably hear. It was a little bit noisy. Flavour. Really good flavour. And what am I using in this one? I have got some more Blast. Daily Vape TV. I did show you I had the melon and I've also had the berry. This one is the mango, and it's a really, really nice mango, that. Like I said, Nick from Daily Vape TV is trying to get this over into the UK, so keep your eyes out for this. Or if you are in the US, make sure you go and check some of this out. It is really good stuff. So let's bring it down. Great battery, 3000 mAh. Corking tank with a mesh coil at 0.15 ohms. Very simple to put together. Brilliant for a starter who's wanting a direct to lung. The biggest fault to it is that you can't change the airflow. Well, this has been another review by Little Bro Vapes. All the details for Vapemons will be down in the descriptions. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And if you've liked the video, make sure you like, subscribe and share. The subscribe button's just in the corner. Give it a little press to get into that new magic number. And there's one last thing to say, people. Keep them juices flowing.